Hey guys, it's Richie. Today I'm at Impact Speed Park in Bangkok, Thailand for Das Treffen 9. This is an all Porsche car show, so I'm going to show you some of my favorite Porsches from each category. Like 911s, air-cooled 911s, Cayennes, you name it. We'll go find the best cars in each class. So here for the Carrera GTs, I think this is my favorite one, but it might also win by default because it's the only one that I currently see. I've only seen 2 of these in Bangkok. There might be a yellow one around. This one went on the Gumball 3000 rally that was Saigon to Singapore, like it says on the hood right here. So that was a really long trek, and it's still covered in the dirt from that road trip. This thing looks incredible, and I have no idea how expensive these things are here, because these are like around $1 million or a couple $1 million in the US right now, aren't they? I love the exposed engine. You can see stuff through the grates, like you can see the suspension right there. It's huge brakes. Like, I didn't realize they had a separate brake caliper over there. I can't imagine what it was like riding on the roads from Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam all the way to Singapore. So that Gumball rally, they went from Ho Chi Minh in the south of Vietnam through Cambodia. They went to Siem Reap at Angkor Wat, I believe, and then they went through Thailand and went around the Gulf of Thailand and south down to Malaysia and through Malaysia to Singapore. It's crazy. It's like a lot of the roads are really bad going through a lot of those areas, so having a car like this on those horrible roads is insane. Here's a Porsche 718 Spider. This looks pretty awesome. It's got a nice dark green color. Huge brakes. Look how big these brakes are. Holy crap. Some really nice BBS wheels. Look, the spokes are like hollow. That's pretty awesome. Here's a 991 GT3R. That's all carbon fiber, and its little sign over here says it's 1 of 200. This thing looks awesome. He's got his race tires on there. Such a cool looking car. I mean, look at the weave on the carbon fiber is like this all over the whole car. And it's in the matte finish, so it looks really nice. He's got some NACA ducts up here for cooling. Got a nice diffuser. It's got a tear off on the windshield. So this is something you would use in endurance racing. The fuel inlet is right there. And it says it does approximately 3.5 seconds 0 to 60 miles an hour, 500 brake horsepower. Here's a cool Cayman Dakar build that looks really awesome. He's got like fake mud on the wrap that they've got here. I like the light pod and the inner scope as a nod to the old Le Mans cars, I think. Chunky tires on it. I wonder if these are actually Cayenne wheels or something. Like the little ducktail spoiler on it. Oh, and it's got Das Treffen 8 on it. That's pretty cool. I didn't make it to that one. It happened to be on the same day as another event last year. Here's this blue air-cooled 911 Targa. I think this is my favorite one. There is one over there that's in better shape, but I love the color on this. I kind of dig the yellow headlights. It's such a cool car. But one of these is actually the second car that I ever drove a manual in. My uncle had one that was root beer brown. So this is a 911T with a 2.4 in it. I don't know which one my uncle had. I think it might have been a little bit newer than this. His was a 1986, but these are pretty awesome. I really like these old 911s. Okay, I think this is actually my favorite 911 Targa, but I'll put this one in the modified category since it's got an RWB body kit on it. But this thing just looks so awesome. It's like a really nice gray. I like the projector headlight conversion on it. That looks really clean. It's got some dished Fuchs style wheels on it that are 3-piece. They did the Targa bar in black on it. I like how this looks factory, but it's just wider. I like that a lot better than the bolt-on style. I'm not sure about these taillights though. I don't know if I love these. I kind of like the factory better. From the front, this thing looks awesome. So I might have to retract that this is my favorite one. For more wild builds, this 993 is pretty cool. I think this might be one of my favorite 993s. I love this blue color on it. I like the carbon fiber canard on there, the kind of race style lip. And it's got the skirt like that with the, I don't know, would that also be a canard in that position? But it's got the bolt-on fender flares front and rear with this little winglet thing. It's got the turbo style tail on it. I like the tail lights that go all the way across. They look really good. And here we got a Porsche 356 coupe that looks really nice. I like this one. I've got a friend in the US with a green one that looks really nice too, but you don't see very many of these over here. Oh, it's a SC too. That's pretty awesome. Here's a Tech Art 911. This thing looks really awesome. I love the blue color that they have, but especially with the black and yellow accents that they have on this car. It looks really nice. I don't know exactly what they've done to it. I mean, it's got different wheels. It's got some like side skirts and this spoiler back here that's like in two halves. That looks pretty cool. I'm not sure which generation this is, but it's one of the newer ones that are kind of enormous, but it looks pretty cool. Oh, this GT4 RS is nice. I really like the black and yellow on it. That looks really cool. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but one thing that's pretty cool about this event is it's on the go-kart track. So unfortunately today the go-kart track is closed for karting, but you get to walk around on the track surface and all the cars are parked around it. And I'll have to make a karting video on this place later because it's really fun. I came here a couple years ago to do the karting and they had some pretty fast karts. So here's a 991 GT2 RS Club Sport 25 that's 1 of 30. This thing looks awesome. I like the neon yellow accents all over it. And like, look at the front bumper. It's got these cutouts for the arrow. It's like full on crazy race car. It's got a big top mounted wing. Look at the arrow on the rear. This is crazy. Look at the diffuser. This looks incredible. All right, let's check out this side. We got the fuel port over here and the air port right there to lift the car up. So this thing's got to have air jacks in the bottom of it to lift the car up. Check out the brakes on this thing. Look at these Brembo calipers. Those look crazy. What is this thing? This thing is 700 horsepower with a 7-speed PDK, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, and a top speed of 211 miles an hour. Damn. What is this? It's a 2022 3.8 liter twin turbo. So I don't know if it's this 991 or the other one that's my favorite race car. But this thing looks badass. And it's a GT2, so maybe I'll just put this in as my favorite GT2. I think this is one of my favorite Porsche colors though. It's almost like that Laguna blue that BMW had on the E36. But this looks really cool. And they've got it polished up so the clouds are reflecting really nicely in it. This is the, oh, it's a 718. I was gonna say I really like this generation of Cayman, which I do, but I was thinking it was a 987 for some reason. All right, here we go. I think this is a 987. This is a Cayman S, and I really like the orange and black color scheme going on. And then it's got the Cayman S, like the old Carrera decal. This looks really good. This is definitely a car that I would want to own. And here's my favorite 924 of the show, this 924 Turbo. These are really rare, and it's in this really nice green color. And I like the mesh wheels that it's got on it, but I don't think I've ever seen a 924 in this nice of shape. And it's got a nice matching green velour center on the seats. I like the hatch spoiler on these. These are cool looking cars. The only downside to these cars, from what I've seen and experienced, is some of the Volkswagen interior bits. I don't know if they're the same on the turbo ones, but I've driven in an old one at the Porsche dealer that I used to work at because I had to take it in to wash it. But it had the same door levers, locks, and a bunch of other things that were also in my Volkswagen Rabbit. So that made it feel really cheap. But they're still pretty cool cars. I guess they did have like an Audi based engine in them too though. So this is like right when they were making their front engine cars, and then the 944 was an evolution of that. Oh, and speaking of 944s, here's an incredibly nice one. The 944 Turbo. This is a really nice car. Again, see these handles would bolt right onto my old Rabbit. And I like this little kind of diffuser thing that they put on the turbo models. It looks pretty neat. It looks a little funny with the cutout for the muffler. This side looks higher than over here, but that might just be a visual effect. Here's a serious dream car. This is probably my favorite Porsche. It's a roof air-cooled 911 Turbo in red, and it's got the whale tail. This thing is so awesome and incredibly rare. I can't believe I'm seeing one of these. So he's got the roof badge at least on there. I don't know how to verify that it's a real one, but these 930 turbos are so awesome. This is one of my favorite Porsches of all time. And I just love the whale tail on these things. They look so cool. And it's got these little air scoops in there, which I'm guessing direct to the brakes, which is pretty cool. This is kind of funny. I'm pretty sure that I saw this car in my parking garage when I left today. And this is a really cool color on this too. What is it? It's I think this is a 987 Cayman, but this kind of, I don't know what to call this green, but this metallic green with the black wheels looks pretty cool. And all the black accents. And I think this is from Singapore. I mean, it says Porsche Club Singapore on his window shades. Check this one out with the Lambo doors. I've never seen a Porsche guy do that. That's pretty funny. Here's a pretty cool off-road Cayenne. Like the big chunky tires, the wheels look pretty cool. I think this is this a first generation one? Or no, a second? I don't know. Not a Cayenne guy. I kind of like these. I would maybe consider getting one. It's a Cayenne S. I like the tube bumper that they did on it. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to do any Macans. There's some Macans back here, but I don't even think they should make those things. I think with the Macans, they should have just made it a hatchback instead of these stupid crossovers. Like, just lower this down, slam a Macan on the ground, and I think it would be all right. Maybe lower the belt line a little bit, or like chop out this part. Like, look at that. Bam, right there. That would be sweet. Wow, check out this martini liveried Porsche 918 Spider. I've never seen one of these before. I've only seen pictures and videos of this thing. This looks incredible. Look how gigantic the brakes are on it. Holy shit. This thing looks so cool. So it's got some e-power thing. I wonder if you can plug it in right there. I don't really know very much about the 918 Spider other than it's crazy. I like the top exhaust on it. You can kind of see the engine a little bit through the grill back here. Wow, this thing's crazy looking. No NOS, no turbo. Nice. These are crazy looking brakes on this thing. Make it legal before someone gets hurt. What are we making legal? And I like this. The world is flat. I could have used that on my Subaru too. Okay, those were some of my favorite cars of Das Treffen 9. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Comment down below what your favorite car was, or if I missed one that was your favorite in the background. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.